Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays. Well, the Binding of Northernlion, I guess technically. We're in a random... Oh my god, I swear that Samson is like goddamn ubiquitous when it comes to randoming. And I'm randoming because, you know, I was looking at the comments for an earlier video. It's remarkable to me. I'm not going to go into the negative aspects of them, but people really, you know, on that run where I got Epic Fetus and then, like, started another video and was like, here's why I don't have Epic Fetus, like, here's why I'm canceling. So many people wanted me to actually stick with Epic Fetus that I'm actually amazed. But basically what I heard there is, like, you know, there's a certain subset of people out there who enjoy watching Isaac runs with the D6, where you scum the D6 up a little bit and make some good things happen. Okay, we'll come back and get that later. Just don't forget about it. I could get it now, but it's a little risky. In any case, getting extra HP guaranteed to Samson. Well, not quite guaranteed yet, I guess, but anyway. But there's also a subset of people out there who want to see, if not challenge runs at the very least, runs with different characters, and I can understand that need for variety. You know, the Isaac fan base is, varied, shall we say, large and varied. Some people want it to be like an esport type thing, and some people want it to be a little bit more of like, you know, just about variety as opposed to proper tactics. But in any case, everybody hates it when you leave an Eternal Heart behind, as I found out even on that run where I basically destroyed the chest clinically. Still caught quite a lot of flack for that, which, you know, yeah, I guess is to a certain extent is fair, but it's always funny for me when I have a run where, like, I destroy the chest and people are mad that I won because I made a mistake earlier in the run. They're like, well, fuck you for being lucky, Northernlion. It's not totally luck. In fact, some people leave comments like, was this an XL floor? No, it's not. It's just a really big cellar. They leave comments like, I don't understand how Northernlion always gets so lucky. Well, you know, I hate to break it to you, but Isaac is a game where, you know, good thing, first off, I didn't take that Eternal Heart. Also, please don't get hit again. Where, yes, you know, luck plays an enormous role, but consistent luck is not just, like, being lucky. Like, after a while, mathematically, you just have to accept that to some extent that conveys skill. It conveys the idea that the person who's playing is skillful. And I'm good at Isaac, which most people don't realize. You know, there's, like, 2% of people out there that actually have Platinum God, and I was one of them, so I'm not necessarily on the same tier of like a Cobalt Streak or, you know, someone who wins Boiler or something like that, or Biznap himself, or Namastack. I'm just saying, you know, you guys don't give me enough credit out there sometimes. I mean, actually, the comments have become largely positive, but again, it's really funny when people are like, wow, I can't believe you won even though you made that mistake. You're like, okay, well, I can. I had Mom's Knife, Spirit of the Night. Unfortunately, yes, I did skip an Eternal Heart, but that doesn't make up for, you know, like a staggering amount of positive value. Anyway, I digress here. I'm going to open this golden chest. We got 2 keys out of it, so that was pretty nice. We also picked up a bomb, which compensates us for the bomb that we spent to open the Tinted Rock. It's very, very unlikely that is going to work out for us that way most of the time, but I appreciate that it did. And again, I don't also want to, you know, start this video by sending the message that I'm very negative towards commenters, which is not the case. Just to, you know, put it in perspective a little bit. When I lose a run, sometimes the comments are nicer than if I win a run while making a mistake along the way. If you're here for perfect play, man, there are, like, seriously hundreds of other Isaac content producers out there you should check out that very rarely make mistakes, but still occasionally get pooped on in their comments despite it. I am probably not your guy. And people, like, sometimes issue, like, a backhanded compliment or even an insult. They'll be like, yeah, he sucks at the game, but I only watch him because of his velvety smooth voice. And I'm like, shit, dude, Isaac's not gonna last forever. This velvety smooth voice, until it gets ruined by substance abuse or something, it's gonna stick around for a long time. So I actually take that compliment, or take it as a compliment, I should say. In any case, this has started in a kind of nonsensical way. We're leaving the first floor with some relatively okay advantage. Like, I guess there's no reason not to get the red patch. Not any killer upgrades right away, but it is worth noting that we do have 1 more HP, which we would not have had otherwise. We also have the X-ray goggles, which are going to allow us to find secret rooms very easily, so we don't necessarily need to buy the map. I'll take the pill. It has teleported us to the second secret room. I actually should not have... This might end up biting me in the ass. I should not have picked up that Eternal Heart, at least not yet. I can afford to pick it up later, and maybe if I find a way, I will buy another Spirit Heart, because I really don't want to lose this HP, but so far, you know, even after my tangent, RNG is on my side right now, believe me. And to continue what I was saying from the last floor, like, the other advantages that we have is this. Sure, we'll use the Unicorn Horn here to minimize the chance that I take some dumb damage. I also, the other principal advantage that I take from the earlier floors down to this floor is that I have so many keys, which is something that is pretty rare at this point. So I'm very pleased about that. And we got a little bit more money there. I could use another bomb and try to get that golden chest, but it seems like kind of a foolish decision from my perspective right now. The shop is a potentially viable area. I may indeed use a key to open it up because it seems like, 7 cents may not allow me to buy... Oh, that other spirit heart is great. That actually nullifies what I was about to say. I was going to say 7 cents may not allow me to buy another item, but it'll allow me to buy a spirit heart and protect this HP upgrade. But turns out we don't need that. And then there's the Yum Heart was just kind of sitting there in the item room, which is an item that, it can be okay, and there's definitely situations where it would be better than the Unicorn Horn. But as of right now, I think the Unicorn Horn has much better upside for us. And, I could see myself, if I had to, using the Unicorn Horn for, the remainder of the game. Although it would be less than ideal, it's a theoretically okay possibility versus the Yum Heart where, I don't know, to a certain extent, I guess it can make us, like, nearly invincible if we get Nun's Habit along with it. But I don't necessarily like it all that much. In any case, momentarily we'll be done with this Envy fight. I always hate running into Envy this early in the game because it takes goddamn forever to kill him with like nearly base damage. Now, of course, the positive thing here is that we may be able to snag the attack fly. I believe the probability of this is augmented by shooting the blue Envy last, or like making it so a blue miniature Envy is like the last one available on the floor. Not 100% sure, but hey, there's an attack fly. So if there is a bias there, it is now probably permanently cemented into my mind. And again, so far so good. As long as I do not lose the HP upgrade via the Eternal Heart here, I'll be very happy. In fact, I don't even have to use a key to walk into the shop. I'm just noticing I can just walk in through this way. And that's another way that the X-ray goggles are going to help me out a lot. So I would love to be able to get Mom's Purse. We're not going to have enough money on this floor, and it's very unlikely we'll get enough money on this floor. I'm going to save my bomb to possibly open up that golden chest, actually. And, lucky for me, we are going to be going up against one of the easier bosses in the game, especially when you have Rage, an item that allows you to just build damage off of these, like, really minor guys. And he's not that dangerous to get close to, so I can, do what I just did with the attack fly. So it looks like we'll probably be taking our HP upgrade via that Eternal Heart off of this floor. And that is good, even though it was a tactical mistake to pick it up so quickly. So we get Squeezy. It's not like I can reroll it, so we might as well. And that's 2 more Spirit Hearts and a Tears or Shot Speed upgrade, and also the Nail and Guppy's Head. Okay, I mean, the tempting thing here would be to go with the Nail, so maybe that's exactly what I'll do. And we still have the Eternal Heart. I could also aggressively, like, pursue being Guppy, but I don't think that's necessarily for the best. I think this is one of the situations where taking the Nail is a very, very, very smart decision. And the Nail is one of those items that occasionally inspires people to be angry because they think it's overpowered. But I disagree. The Nail is basically the same as Book of Revelations, except it also gives you a slight damage buff on the room that you use it, which is like once every 6 rooms. Not really that big of a deal. And additionally, it doesn't give you the ability to get Horsemen of the Apocalypse. So, there's arguments to be made for which one's better. A lot of the times, people would probably think that Book of Revelations is better because of the Horseman thing. So, if you're going to be mad at me for taking the Nail, you better be mad at me for taking Book of Revelations as well, is all I can say. Now, we are going to be fighting Gluttony here, and given my luck so far, I would not necessarily be surprised to come across the HP upgrade via Gluttony here. I would love to snag some more HP, obviously. I mean, we haven't gotten any HP upgrades from bosses yet. That was really terrible, actually. We haven't gotten HP upgrades from bosses yet, but in spite of that, I got enough to get a deal with the devil. We actually just picked up another nickel, which basically means that the shop is good to go. Could get that pill. It would cost us a bomb. It's an interesting idea for a trade. Okay, and of course the Book of Revelations is in here. Okay, that's just funny at this point. For me, anyway. Did I even check the secret room up here to see what was in here? Maybe there's a lot of money in here. Ah, there is. I don't really want to buy the tarot card, but it might be the sort of thing that is actually worth a lot more than it seems like it is. Another Eternal Heart? No, it's a Fortune Teller. And you know what? We will play the Fortune Teller until we get down to 15 cents. Reason being, we're probably going to try to run exclusively on Spirit Hearts. If I get 1 Spirit Heart, then I can just walk inside of the curse room, and then it's essentially paid for itself. We also get tarot cards a little cheaper here. And we could also get a better trinket, so that's Liberty Cap. Possibly a better trinket, yeah, so I'm okay with that. We will absolutely trade a bomb for a key as well. And the Emperor, I could, walk into the curse room and then walk out. or I could walk into the curse room and then Emperor out. But I'm actually just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna do this the legitimate way, and we'll take our half Spirit Heart lick. Doesn't really bother me that much. And I'm deciding what to do. The Book of Revelations is not something I'm comfortable spending 15 cents on after I just traded 2 hearts for a deal with the devil for the nail. So we'll be sticking with the nail for sure. Pinky's Eye I'd actually rather have instead of any of these, but I think maybe I'll probably save my money like all together, and I'll save this Emperor card as well, because this could be huge, worth way more than you know, another tarot card in the late game. And I'll be hoping to pick up like a battery or a 9-volt or something to augment the amount of charges I can get on the nail. And of course we get another spacebar item here. This one is the World card, which I'm just going to use because I want to take the Emperor card with me, and we'll leave. So not the greatest use of a key. And I could use my nail for the damage bonus, but I'm going to use it to get as many Spirit Hearts as possible instead. So I just popped on this room. To use it for the damage bonus, I would have just used it on the boss. But because we have Rage, and we have the Attack Fly, and, you know, our damage is okay, then I don't think we necessarily need to, you know, invest so much into doing damage to the boss. I also have some bombs I can use. We'll see what this pill is. Please be good. All right, I'm really glad I traded a bomb for a Tears downgrade pill. That is a trade that, rest assured, I will not make a second time. Luckily, we did get either a Tears upgrade or a shot speed upgrade by way of that squeezy a little earlier. So all's not lost, but still, could be a lot better than that. More keys, though, is good. Whenever the game keeps me kind of flush with keys, I'm a very happy man. I actually was weirdly going to predict Gertie here. Now, that doesn't make me like Nostradamus. It's a pretty common boss fight at this point in the game, but I didn't mention it, and now I wish I did, because it would make me seem perhaps a little bit more like a savant or something. But anyway, we're going to just play it cool over here. Whenever Gertie shoots, we are going to move to the other kind of quadrant or, you know, tridrant, I don't know, of the map. And I would love to take out some of these flies, because obviously, you know, it's creating kind of an issue over here, and it makes it very difficult for me to dodge. You can walk behind Gertie, and Gertie actually can't shoot you back there, but you also can't see what's going on with the enemies, so it can be a little tricky because ooh, okay, didn't get hit there, amazingly enough. It can be a little tricky because the flies can be behind there, and they can shoot you even if Gertie can't actually shoot you herself. In any case, another deal with the devil? Nope, but an HP upgrade, which is decent enough in its own right. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. There's a fortune teller we could go play once. I don't think that's necessary. Down to the next floor. Didn't pick up any enormous advantages here, but we still have more than enough keys to... Oh, actually, you know, we picked up Guppy's Tail. That's something. It's not particularly amazing yet, and now I wish I'd picked up Guppy's Head, and that's oftentimes the way that I feel is, like, if you make a really hard commitment to become Guppy, it's actually fairly likely that it'll happen as long as you go to curse rooms, because by going to curse rooms, you know, drastically increase your chance of getting Guppy items, as you can see right here. So now if we have the opportunity to take a deal with the devil, that would allow us to get either Guppy's Paw or Guppy's Tail. Sorry, Guppy's Paw or 9 lives. It's a little trickier, but because we have the nail, I think we can afford it. I will absolutely do it, and we have a very realistic chance to become Guppy here. I'm waiting for the time when that becomes the thing that people start to complain about is like, holy shit, Northernlion, you are getting Guppy too much. Because this is a pretty difficult thing. Like, something that I'd... Oh, that was so bad. Something that I'd accomplished in, like, once every 50 videos, maybe. It took me forever to get the achievement to become Guppy, because it's pretty situational, but that would just be amusing to me, shall I say. And I played that once, because 15 cents is the magic number for shops. And, of course, if we could win more Spirit Hearts, that would be awesome. So we'll be looking for, I mean, ideally Guppy's Paw, because 9 lives has a potentially, like, incredibly deleterious effect on things. I hope that it shows up. If we do get 9 lives again, I think we can probably still make it work by way of the nail. I'll keep Liberty Cap for now. Oh, I played it once. The fool! Okay, but we got a tarot card, which is the Lovers, which we'll just pop down in here because we want to take the Emperor card with us. I'm fairly confident we'll be able to find one more cent if we need it for the shop, but, you know, it's worth noting we may end up fighting greed anyway. I'm going to destroy these green men here. And I would like to get some raw damage bonuses. Apparently, there's a lot of things on my to-do list right now. Raw damage bonuses, deal with the devil, augments like the battery and 9-volt or Nun's Habit to the nail. I don't know. We got a lot of things that we could be potentially very much pleased by right now. And there's our 15th cent if necessary. But as mentioned, and you know, we noted the possibility, greed has showed up here. I feel like I'm basically gaining health from the nail as fast as I'm losing it, which is a little scary, but not enough to really put me off. If we have not been to the item room on this floor. I've got to remember, because on floors like this where you can't see where you're going, I've lost like a Spirit Heart and a half against Greed, but you know, you gotta fight him, right? And this will actually make shops exceptionally viable for the remainder of the game. Now that things are half price, more keys would be awesome, but first things first, I've got to actually find the item room. And let's try not to lose as many Spirit Hearts as I've been losing. I mean, obviously that should be a no-brainer, but I can actually afford to play the Fortune Teller a little bit more now, I think. I'll play it until I get down to 7 cents. Normally, I wouldn't do this. Like, if this was just a slot machine, I almost certainly would not do it. But, yeah, we'll open this up, too. Oh, it's so bad. But because it is a Fortune Teller, we can get Spirit Hearts, and, you know, we're waiting for a Guppy's Paw to show up, so we're probably going to try to roll exclusively on Spirit Hearts. Then this is a pretty smart idea, I think, anyway. That's my philosophy on the matter. Liberty Cap substantially better than Missing Page, I think. Missing Page is one of those trinkets that I consider to be basically a non-factor. Ooh, scary again, but we made it out, and we've got the damage necessary to do some good work here. So, who is my ideal boss fight? Pestilence would be, you know, in keeping with our kind of build so far, but anything, even the Fallen, if I could get some extra damage. Mostly it's about the possibility of getting to deal with the devil afterwards that interests me, but play this another 5 times, come down to 7 cents if necessary. I think we're more likely to get a Spirit Heart from the Fortune Teller than we are to be able to go into the shop and buy one for 5 cents. And now we've got Crystal Ball, actually. Okay. So, of all of these, would I rather have Crystal Ball or the Nail? I think I'd rather have Crystal Ball. And, you know, Crystal Ball doesn't... That was a crazy good shot. I got very lucky to not get hit by that. The Crystal Ball doesn't always pay out with Spirit Hearts, but it often pays out with Spirit Hearts. It also often pays out with tarot cards like the ones we just saw, or, you know, playing cards. Which can be equally or increasingly meaningful. But it also gives you, like, the compass so you can see exactly where you're going, unless you're on a floor like this one where you have no vision on where you're going. So I think the Crystal Ball is a better item. And it's a more exciting item, too, because, you know, there's a little bit of variety associated with it. You're not ever 100% sure of what you're going to get. And I very rarely end up using it for any length of time, except when I'm doing, like, a big gambling spree on the arcade. So we'll try the Crystal Ball. I think it's one of those items that is... You know, to call it top tier might not necessarily be fair. Please tell me this will work as a bridge. Oh, what a waste. We'll come back for you, I promise. To call it top tier might not necessarily be right. Can I not just, like, put the bomb here and this will solve the problem? Nope. Okay. Well, that was pretty terrible. There's got to be a good position for that I'm just not realizing. And that is the quote that is going to be taken out of context and made into a top comment. Anyway, getting back to the Crystal Ball. I don't think it's top tier, but I think it's one of those items that it's really good, but it shows up so rarely that it doesn't really garner so much attention. I seriously still do not think that I've been to the item room, but my memory could be failing me here. But I don't think it is. This is some seriously harrowing dodges in here. Oh, yep, there was no way I was getting out of the way of that one, unfortunately. Let's fight our boss, though, and we'll be fine here, I'm assuming. This is actually maybe one of the ideal bosses we can fight. Maybe not for boss room item payout, but absolutely for ease. And, of course, I just took like a damage immediately after saying that this boss is super easy. I didn't anticipate that it could jump so goddamn far, and it got me again. So I'd say our deal with the devil odds are pretty low here, and I'm starting to feel like we're getting whittled down. Might not be a bad thing for the Crystal Ball to pay out with Spirit Hearts. But now, thank you, by the way, to my orbital there. But now we probably don't need the compass, although it would be nice and I would probably still buy it. Of course, Cat and Ninetails shows up. That's an item that most of the time I don't even pick up, but I picked it up at this time just so it didn't necessarily show up later. And now I'm feeling a little scared. It seriously seems to be the case that if it's not... I either random Isaac or Samson. Was it tarot cards that were in the item room down here? I guess I have been in the item room. I totally forgot what it was. Watch it be like something like really incredible and amazing. If so, I apologize. So that's going to do it on this floor. There were some positives. There were a lot of negatives. I really want to be able to see where I'm going. That makes my life a lot easier. I lost like 5 Spirit Hearts, which is absolutely horrible. But we could potentially swing something here regardless. Getting a lot of money here is nice. We also got the Steam sale on the last floor. Is that worth something? It varies. Of course we get a staggering amount of money now that I have the Steam sale. Not that I'm necessarily complaining. And we are in Necropolis, so there is, you know, probably like a 15 to 20% chance that this will be the last floor that I actually managed to, like, survive on. I hope, obviously, that that's not the case, but we'll see. Thank you, Attack Fly, for actually saving me a lot of hardship there. Alright, so now we can see everything. Temperance is not necessarily what I wanted, and we're certainly not going to use it on this room, but we'll go through this. Oh, no. Now Temperance is getting a little scary. And maybe I'll save Temperance and I'll actually try to bum rush my way to the shop as soon as possible, because if there's a Nun's Habit in there, then we can get way more plays on Crystal Ball. And we've kind of got to go for those gambles now. I also want to check out the Mob Trap room, or the, this room. This is the Curse room, not the Mob Trap room. Even though it cost us a Spirit Heart, I wanted to check it out because of the fairly realistic chance that maybe there would be a Guppy item in there. There was not. We're going to need to remember to come back for our Emperor card here, and I think people are probably already saying that the sky is falling, and you might not necessarily be wrong. This fortune teller could save our lives, though. We're going to gamble the shit out of this one. No question about it. We're looking for tarot cards, remarkable trinkets, or just raw Spirit Hearts. And we can play this until we get down to 14 cents, in my opinion. Or until the tick shows up, in which case we just leave. And what is this one? The Hierophant. Crazy good. Okay, so that 3 Spirit Hearts already. Gambling, honestly, this might sound like heresy, but I think gambling needs a nerf in Rebirth, if it's at all possible. If we're talking about the game from a balance standpoint, I do think it needs a nerf, because right now, gambling can conceivably turn around, like, some pretty nasty runs. The Stars card takes us directly to the item room. We've got a lot of good tarot cards, actually, on the ground here. And this just exploded. So we have 3 tarot cards. We might as well just use the... oh, sorry, it's the Moon card, which takes us to the secret room, which we've already been, have we not? Yeah, so we'll just knock that one out of the equation. And the other thing I was thinking is that we have the Devil card, we have the Temperance card, and we have the Emperor, which is an extremely important card in this situation. So I think we take the Devil card, and maybe we go fight the boss right away. And so that's so we can use the Devil card effectively, and then we'll go to the shop afterwards, take the Temperance card that far, and hope that it'll eventually... I mean, we might as well use the Temperance card once we've more or less cleared out the entire floor, but I also want to see if maybe I can get... Oh, Jesus, this is scary. Could lose, like, all of my Spirit Hearts here. See if I can get the Nun's Habits before using the Temperance card, because then, obviously, we have a huge chance to get an enormous amount of Spirit Heart and Tarot card gains. No, 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 no! All of my Spirit Hearts are gone. But I guess it's a good thing I gambled, otherwise I would be, like, literally deceased right now. This is a very hard room without the ability to fly. And I guess I'm opening this up. Sorry, item room. Turns out that may have actually been the right decision. Talk about a hard room without the ability to fly. I actually was not able to get around that golden chest without using my key, because I, unfortunately, am confined to the terrestrial walkways. I don't know what's up with the RNG lately. Constantly giving me Samson and Isaac. I'm not complaining about Isaac, complaining a little bit about Samson. Like, not because I think he's... Well, I mean, I don't think he's a very good character, but... Not because, specifically, he's a bad character, but because, I would love to play a little bit more as Cain. We've only had, like, 1 Cain run recently. Even as Maggie, not so much as Eve, of course. Blue Baby runs can be fun, though. Those haven't shown up as much recently as they have in the historical record. It's okay, though. We're still alive here, as harrowing as this floor has been, and as many times as we've come very close to death. And we've come closer to death than you might think, because there's never been a time where I've been on, like, 1 heart and been like, oh, this could be it. But there's been times where, like, if we didn't pick up as many Spirit Hearts as we did, we would have just died. We would have lost, like, 4 hits on a room and, you know, completely evaporated into the ether. And this is a potentially very scary boss fight here, but let's make it work. It is a very scary boss fight. Mask of Infamy is a real pain in the dick. The one saving grace here... Well, the Devil card, of course. Cat of Nine Tails may actually make this guy a little easier to kill, which is crazy. And I guess the other one is that the Attack Fly, it's possible that we could gain the shit out of it and use that to hit this guy more often. Or at least at all. Because as of right now, it's been a little tricky. But if we just kind of stay in the same kind of semicircular range, we should be able to make this happen. But this is going to be a long and drawn-out fucking procedure here. This is maybe the hardest boss that we could be fighting at this point. I shot that bomb away from him. Thank you for the Gish ability, though. Attack Fly, keep doing the dirty, please. Rainbow Baby. Oh, that was so good. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to keep him down here, hopefully. Oh, okay. Well, we can also keep him up here. And then yeah, okay. Tagged him again. I'm still shooting because, you know, 1 shot could make the difference between life and death here, technically. I don't think it will. That was a really nice attack fly kind of saga there. Even though I've taken damage, this is a pretty good fight against Mask of Infamy, a boss that is, well, you know, infamous for being a real pain in the dick unless you have a piercing item. And 2 of diamonds. Alright, it's the second time we've gotten one of those from the crystal ball. So, the range upgrade that I got there, I don't anticipate that really helping me out an enormous deal. We are going to need some way to find a key. Remember, I had to use my key to get this golden chest. I didn't have a choice in the matter, really, as far as I can tell, anyway. So we're going to be scared shitless. Now, just keep going. That was a little frightening. At this point, maybe we want the Temperance card. I can't believe that there have been no red heart drops over the course of this entire thing. Like, if I get hit by one of those spikes, I think I just die. So, that's scary. We have to at least beat Mom, or this run is a total abject failure. And of course, I super wish that we had actually gotten the, or we'd kept the nail, because at this point, the crystal ball is giving me, what, a whole lot of money, which I can't even use because I don't have any keys. Normally, the crystal ball, it has like probably a 65% chance to pay out with Spirit Hearts, and the limited experience that I have with using that item. It seems like it pays out with Spirit Hearts more than anything else. This time, I don't think we've gotten a single Spirit Heart out of it. Luckily, the Fortune Tellers have been a little bit more generous, or we wouldn't be alive right now. And this is a room where, you know, death is, I guess on any room at this point, death is a possibility, but a more sudden possibility than on most because of the possibility of the bomb flies exploding in my face. Especially with attack fly around. You never know when attack fly is going to go rogue and just run into a bomb fly and ruin your life. I mean, I guess you know, but who's conscious of that level of Isaac play? Oh, yes. They've named many people. One more hit and I die. This is not a rerunnable Isaac run, in my opinion. That was just a run where things went terribly. I apologize for that. Probably got a little bit too aggressive, but also the HP upgrades kind of dried up after halfway through the game. So, not the best run I've ever done, but maybe that'll please people because I made mistakes and actually lost. As always, I'll be back with another run next. Maybe we'll do another character as well. Another random, I should say, instead of just doing another Isaac run, like alternating back and forth between them. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to click the like button. It's the easiest way to support me. If you made it to the end of the video, I'm assuming you liked it, so you can do that and support me very easily. Subscribe if you want to see more daily Isaac. And of course, as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.